1 month into safety orders that allow pickup and delivery only, some restaurants are now, as you can imagine, concerned about staying open at all.
Yeah, they certainly are. Erica Zucco shares a way one San Antonian hopes to help those business owners and frontline workers, and again, how you can help as well.
Doors may be closed, but San Antonio restaurants are still dishing out and boxing up whatever they can under the current stay-home order.
There's a big connection with people and food.
Dominic Pena knows what they're going through. He's been furloughed from his own restaurant industry job, but he's been inspired by spots like Folklorist Coffee House pitching in even with their own budgets pinched. So he decided to do something.
Just a little bit of help right now, just to, like what you said earlier, get them over the hump.
He's raising cash to buy takeout from restaurants tight on revenue and says he plans to give that food to essential workers. He was thrilled to see his first fundraiser total adding up.
I just didn't know if they would catch on.
But he's not surprised about the giving nature of San Antonians.
Just something about San Antonio, they take care of each other really, really well. You know, just in these small little moments right now, just helping each other out could impact greatly.
He hopes to help as many business owners as possible and to keep feeding people who keep our city healthy and safe.
I would like to get at least $1,000 every week so we could help 2 or 3 restaurants every week.
You can pitch in through his GoFundMe page. For a link, visit kens5.com. Erica Zucco, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.